All right, man, we back with the part two of Mindstone Radio. Uh, Telling you guys, you know, my little story about my hospital visit and everything that occurred. So where I left off at, as far as uh, they had to do a surgery for the kidney stone, and the procedure that the urology doctor with the urology team mentioned was called a nephrostomy, where they basically go through your back and kind of do a little incision to go into your kidney and place a tube that, just like a suprapubic, you know, is another escape for the urine to come out of. So, but this was primarily to release all that backed up infected urine that couldn't get by the uh, kidney stone. So, from what I was told, man, when they bust that bust that incision and had their uh uh I guess bag, that I would say, to catch the urine and everything coming out, they said it was just a lot of blood, you know, it just pus, it just it looked terribly infected as far as the urine in that area. And it was good that they got it all out. And so, like I said, they uh, place another tubing and they kind of keep it there for some time until, my dealings with my new urologist. That's the reason for that appointment that I had recently, last week, last Wednesday, um, the 22nd. So, yeah, that doctor will be the one to do the surgery to potentially remove it. And, okay, so there's the tube and there is another urine bag. It fills up, it's small, it's not like my bedside bag, but it's there and it's outside of my body, and, but, I just try my best to drink a lot of water, lemon water, you know, and not a lot of other things that could potentially cause my urine to turn dark or, you know, a bad odor or whatnot. Uh, so far, it's always clear and light in color, coloration. But that surgeon is the one supposed to do the surgery that I have coming up in December, for them to potentially remove it and place a stent to keep the hole wide so that the flow, you know, can assist with the filtration of my kidney on this side. And, you know, I don't really have much to worry about. I don't want a stent. I rather that they just flush out the kidney stone or kidney stones and just flush them out. Get them all out. If you're able to get in there, you, use your x-ray devices so that you can see inside your scopes and just flush them out. Get them out, break them down, flush them out, flush them so that it can come out either through my bladder or come out through my kidney, whichever one. But, I wasn't too happy about that, finding out with this kidney stone situation. But all praises to the Most High that I have, I had a medical team that was able to take care of the infections and provide the nephrostomy to prevent the infections from getting worse, and to also have another great doctor urologist that is going to play his part, and then my wound care, wound vac nurse. Like, I'm thankful, the home health nurse. I'm thankful for her too. So like, and thankful for everyone else that's been there in my care. You know. So now this is the part that the reason why I had to come back and do a part two, because I needed to kind of go into it, and and this will kind of lighten the mood with everyone that's like listening, and they won't be like, oh, like, damn, he going through it. Like, nah, I don't want y'all to feel like, you know, that mood. You know what I mean? I want you to know that I'm sharing this like in good spirit, in good spirits, and like I feel cool. I'm happy, thankful, still count my blessings all the time, and I'm grateful. You know what I mean? And so like this surgery situation, man, oh man, oh man. So it's crazy because look, so I was ready to go into surgery, man, and we talked about how they would have to kind of, let me see, answer, tap speaker, hello, hello, go back. Oh, I thought I paused, but man, they gonna make me answer. Man, I can't wait to see the comments. Nah, man, they be calling, right? And I thought I tapped it, so clearly, you heard like me say hello twice. And I'm like, the hell, like, these numbers they call, and that's why I don't answer my phone. That's why you saw me just looking at it for that reason. And then they called back, and I was like, hello? Like, shit. What? Oh, hello. Hey, it's Mr. Williams. Yeah, Chad. Why you didn't say that last time? But yeah, it threw me off, man. They done threw off my motion. Um, but anyway, Yeah, man, talk about it in the comments. It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, they explained the procedure that they would do for the surgery. And they we talked about the complications of my body and like how like my body be constricted, man. Like shit, like look, this my knee, and then you see my hand. So like that's just a small that's just a small example, but you know, yeah, like it'd be hard, to kind of move my legs. Like if they need a whole team to pull my legs and try to make them straight, and it's not gonna happen. Like I don't care if you got Thor, the Hulk. Nah, I ain't gonna even play like that. But yeah, it's just complicated. But the surgeon mentioned that he would have me on my side so that they can access my back area. And we talked about how they would, you know, uh, so the first time they said they didn't want to do anesthesia. They didn't want to put me out, general anesthesia. They didn't want to put me to sleep, they kind of just wanted to numb me so that like I'm lethargic, but I can't feel it. But I'm not out, but my mind is just like whatever, you know. And when they tried that, I was like, okay, that's cool. You know, I'm going off y'all what y'all say. Y'all can't do y'all can't put me out. Can't put me out, you know? Because they were concerned about my heart rate levels, my heart my blood pressure, always being low. So it was like they didn't want to take chances like, putting me under, and my heart is already low, and it's like, oh, you know, cold blue, you know what I'm saying? Brady Cardi, wake him up. But so yeah, man, get to the get to now to the gritty. When I, after we got done having the talk and that time came, for me to go into the room to do my surgery, man, I was cool. Like I was chopping it up with the team, man. They had the music playing, rap music. It was a whole team of Filipinos, Asians, a couple other people, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But, Asian predominant, keep it real. And they was chopping it up, man, and they start to put me on my side, man, and I start to coughing. And once I start, it kind of it kind of keeps going, and then it gets worse, and I be needing to lay down on my back to cough so that I can clear it. But like, I'm trying to be patient and allow them to do, strap me and hold me on my side. Man, I sit there. I'm sitting there like, dang, it's crazy. And I knew in my head this was gonna happen. And I started to freak out. Like, it's crazy because the joke. I got I'll bring the joke up after. But they you know, they was trying to calm me down. They was trying to put the mask over my mouth. Like, Kenneth, breathe. You know, just breathe. And I like trying to move my hand, like telling the nurse to like back up, get out my way, like you in my space. Cause I felt like as I'm trying to cough and they were getting closer, you know, and it was depriving me of oxygen. So I'm like, move. All y'all move. I need to breathe. I need to cough. I need to breathe. And then it just turned into, hell no, I can't do this. Can't do it. Hold up. So they laid me on my back, unstrapped me. They tried to talk to me. You know, they tried to, calm me down, but I wasn't trying to hear that. I was not trying to hear that stuff at all. I was just like, nah, man, like, and it's crazy because just lay me on my back for a second and let me get this stuff on my chest because it's easier for me to cough when I lay flat sometimes. So, like, when I'm at home, like, I'm sitting up, you know, something like how I am now, I'll be coughing. And, it's easy, but it's not as easy. So I'll say, like, hey, lean me back. Or when I'm getting repositioned and I get laid flat, you know, I'm able to get it all out and clear my chest, clear my throat for that moment. And I'm like, cool, like, but still, I'm swallowing it, but to me, I'm not concerned about that. I just wanted to get it out my chest and breathe and speak normal, kind of like now, you know? So yeah, man, I freaked out on the table. So, they brought me back out, called my peoples, was like, yeah, we couldn't do it. He started tripping, you know, and we brought me back to the room and they talked about it with the team again later to set it up about an hour or two later that day, so it wasn't that far from the last attempt, but they said that they spoke to the anesthesiologist and I guess they told her, like, if we don't put him out, we ain't gonna be able to do it. So, they finally did the test to support doing the anesthesia, the anesthesia, so that, they can put me out. So, that's the, lie down. Yeah, hey, Kenneth, count down to 10 or count to 10, sing a birthday song. And, you barely get to 4 or 5. And next thing you know, you waking up and they're like, hey, everything's done. You know, we're taking, that's the tube in your mouth and we're moving the tube, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's that. So, I was straight. You know, they took me to my room and I was cool, you know, got to relax, and then just take it from there. But we have, like I said, for the discharge, they did have to, set up, well, I had to set up and they express, but the advice was that it was going to be on me to contact my primary care physician and have her set up a referral to urology. good specialist too, you know. And she did. I give her that. One of these other UCI locations. He's great, good mindset, great energy. He's on top of it. And oh man, it's so this is where them jokes come in. You know, it's where them jokes come in. So he said, like, yeah, man, we putting you out. So I'm like, man, that's crazy. They done sent the file, because his computer access and my chart, my patient portal access is also in sync with that hospital because their urology team is of that UCI. It's UCI Health. So I'm saying like, man, they done put in the notes, man, that this dude was in here biting people and trying to bite people, man. He was tripping, man. He looked like he bite. He came into the hospital. We was trying to help him. He started trying to bite people. He was tripping, So that's the joke, man. Like they done told my doctor, put him out because that Negro, he gonna try to bite you, bro. Straight up. He gonna try to bite you and the whole team. If y'all don't put him out, nigga gonna bite. Oh, damn, that's crazy. They say, dang, you can't be in there biting the medical team. I'm like, nah, I'm biting everybody. Shit, I'm biting everybody. I don't know what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in here, y'all moving too fast, man. Why y'all crowding all around me like that? Nigga. Let me stop. All right. Man, all praises, man. All praises to the Most High, man. I didn't tell you to stop the TV. That's crazy. But yeah, man, I appreciate. Nah, I wasn't trying to bite nobody though, man. But leave it in the comments, man. If you want to give me your feedback, leave it in the comments. Let me know if y'all like my new microphone. Uh, and that's it, man. Right now, man. So, I'm gonna get back, man. I need to slap an introduction on here. Come in with the freestyle or something. Some some theme music. Drop my theme music. There I go. There I go. Tim Man right here. And Mindstone Radio. Judah King. All right, man. I'm out, man. I'm out. I think that's it. That's it. Other than that, everything cool. The little coffin. Oh yeah, I did. So I was gonna mention that. You know, I was doing breathing treatments like every 6 hours the whole time. And stuff had cleared me up real good. And then when I got back home, I didn't continue, and I had to wait to get my albuterol for my nebulizer. You know, um, Started yesterday actually. So I got to get back, get my breathing treatments going, and remain consistent with it. But other than that, it's mucus is trying. It's like it's trying to start. I wouldn't say pneumonia levels, but it's just trying to start again and take me back to the old school. Yeah, the 95 and the 2000, 99 and the 2000, team, no limit on mine, man. I know y'all saw that. So, you know, they did their thing. All right. We out here. We out here. Doom, doom, doom. Tiago, Tiago, man, right here. Boom, doom, doom. Dun, dun. All right.